Hello class, I'm Professor Wade Renando at Jackson College. I will be teaching Geography 132.61 for the winter semester of 2020. This class was originally going to be in person, but has been switched to online in order to reduce the possible spread of the COVID-19 virus. This was a class that actually has been done online before, so it wasn't too difficult for me to make the conversion. So it should be very interesting and informative for everyone. I have a bachelor's degree in history and political science from Alma College and a master's degree from St. Cloud State University. And I'm currently the GIS coordinator for the city of Jackson. I've been teaching at Jackson College for approximately 6 years. The textbook that we will be using for this class is Globalization and Diversity, Geography of a Changing World, 5th edition. It can be purchased at the Central Campus Bookstore, or it can be purchased online on Amazon. It can be bought new or used. There are digital versions of it. So there are many different options for what format the textbook can come in. You can buy the textbook new or used. You can buy or even rent a digital version of the textbook, an e-text version, paperback, loose leaf, and so on. So however you get it, you are required to have this textbook, but there are many different options if you'd like to save money on the textbook. If you purchase a new version of the textbook from the Central Campus, it comes with a code that you can use to access the publisher's study area related to the textbook. This study area by Pearson's, the publishers, has useful tips and suggestions and quizzes that are practice quizzes you can go over that will help with the class, but it is not required for the class. So it's an extra feature you get if you purchase a new version of the textbook. The class has 4 things that are graded: assignments, chapter quizzes, class discussions, and a midterm and final. The chapter assignments are basically a topic that I give you related to a specific chapter, and I ask you to find an article related to that region and chapter, and then write a roughly 200-word summary and opinion of that particular article. So for instance, to find an article, you could go to Bing, Yahoo, or Google and type in the topic and the region or a city or country within that region, and then click News, and you'll have a series of articles related to that topic and region that you can select from. Again, read over the article, summarize the article in your own words, roughly 100 words, and give your opinion on the article in your own words, also roughly 100 words. You have to have a minimum of 100 in order for it to be acceptable. 200 is better if you're, if you'd like to get full credit, meaning a 95 or 100% for the topic. So this is an example of the format that assignments should be in. Your name, the title of the article you are writing on, the publication and the author of the article, and then a link to the article so I can look over it. Then a paragraph summarizing it in your own words, summarizing, having your opinion below that, again in your own words, and then a link to the article. So this particular one was 272 words. It was well written. So this particular one got a 100 points or an A+ for a grade. So that's an example of how to do an assignment. The chapter quizzes are also part of the class. These go with each chapter. You can see them on JNet. You click on the chapter quiz and it will ask you if you want to do it. You get 2 attempts. Only the highest one will count. And you'll be given 20 questions, usually 1 of 4 or 5 possible answers. Answer them using the best answer provided. And then you will get, again, 2 attempts, and only the highest one will be graded. For the discussion forums, these are things related to each chapter where I have a topic for discussion that the whole class gets to talk about. For instance, for North America, I asked whether you could get by without a car. So you would comment roughly 100 words on whatever the topic is. You can comment on what other people post. You're not required to reply if someone posts a reply on your post, but you do have to post something for each topic for each discussion forum. There is a midterm roughly halfway through the class on chapters 1 through 7 and a final on chapters 8 through 13. These will be taken on campus at a specific testing location. The chapter quizzes can be done anywhere on home. Those are more or less open book tests. You're given 40 minutes for those. These are done on campus, and each of these were worth about 15% of the grade, so 30% of your grade total. And they're similar to the chapter quizzes, but a little more detailed and they have slightly different questions than simply multiple choice questions. So the grades, weekly chapter quizzes are 30% of the grade. Weekly assignments are also 30%. The two exams combined are 30%, 15 for the midterm, 15 for the final. And the discussion forums are 10%. So 30%, 30, 30, and 10%. The grading scale is standard for the college. 94 to 100 is a 4.0 or an A. 89 to 93 is 3.5, and so on, down to 0.0 would be 54% or below. You can look at the syllabus for more details on this. Assignments that are turned in late can be turned in late, but the maximum grade you can get is 75% for any late assignment. Chapter quizzes cannot be turned in late. You must do those on time, because I'd like to give you the opportunity to see what the correct answers were, and I can't do that if people are still taking the test. So assignments can be turned in late for reduced credit, no more than 75%. Chapter quizzes must be done on time or you cannot get credit. The lowest grade for each chapter quiz and the lowest grade for each assignment will be dropped. So you're allowed to have one bad grade and it won't be counted for the assignments in the chapter quizzes. If you have any questions, please email me at renandowaded@jccmi.edu. You can also set up a time for a video conference if you'd like. Just let me know what time works for you and we can set that up. And again, email me if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed the class.